In the top stories, parliamentarians in Nevis to receive pay increase. Necessary social security reforms to be implemented, and MOE and UNESCO consult on sustainable development in education. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline.
Hey, I'm Cat from Third World.
Nicholas Branca here.
I'm Teddy Jackson.
You already know what it is, Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branca Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Wass, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itabulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small Axe Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running tongue again.
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Cableton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me the mama, when I check it, brand new man and next, find my mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, parliamentarians in the Nevis Island Assembly will receive a pay increase effective June 1st, 2024. That is according to the Premier and Minister of Finance in the NIA, Honorable Mark Brantley.
I want to announce that the Cabinet has determined that there should be a salary increase for parliamentarians here in Nevis.
The announcement was made during Premier Brantley's press conference on Wednesday. Brantley said the pay increase will not be retroactive and listed the positions that qualify.
On the 8th of May 2024, the Cabinet took the decision to increase the salaries of NIA parliamentarians by 15%. That is the same increase that had been given to our public servants in Nevis, and that will be effective June 1st, 2024. This will maintain the position of parliamentarians vis-a-vis the public service in Nevis, but unlike public servants in Nevis, this increase will not be retroactive. So the increase to parliamentarians will commence on the 1st of June and will go forward. It will not be retroactive in terms of that increase. For the avoidance of doubt, the 15% increase in emoluments to the NIA parliamentarians will apply to the President of the Nevis Island Assembly and all members of the government and opposition benches, effective June 1st, 2024.
He also shared justification for the salary increase.
But one of the concerns that had been expressed is that with the recent increases to public servants, there were in fact some permanent secretaries that were being paid at a higher rate than their minister. And we wanted to adjust that. And we wanted to, of course, maintain the parity, because it seemed to us a little anomalous that a permanent secretary who is instructed by his or her minister would actually be paid at a higher rate than his or her minister. And so at the end, we decided that adopting the position where we would maintain the parity between public servants and those in Parliament, that was the best approach. And so that is the decision. We will then have to take such steps as necessary to ensure that that decision is carried into effect.
The National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis passed a resolution in February of this year to have the salaries of parliamentarians increased. The increase did not apply to parliamentarians who only sit in the Nevis Island Assembly. And in other news, changes to the continued viability of the Social Security Fund are necessary and will be implemented soon. This is the sentiment coming from the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board following meetings with some stakeholders on Tuesday and a subsequent press conference on Wednesday. According to actuary Derek Osborne, Social Security is 46 years in existence. He said systems established to run Social Securities should be looked at every 30 years and further claimed that this has not been done for the fund. Setting the foundation for the discussion, Osborne gave insights on the current state of collections, which is being assisted by investments.
So, the history of Social Security Fund, as we heard, is 46 years. So the charts you see before you demonstrate the evolution of the cost and the size of the reserves over time. So on the top left, we see the age pension is one particular benefit which covers over 82% of total benefits. That's the age pension. You see on the top left, it started off at 0 in 1978, and over the last 20 years, it's risen exponentially. In the last 3 years, 21, 22, and 23, age pension alone exceeded contribution income. So the other benefits had to come from investment income. This year, total contributions and investment income are less than expenditure. So we reached a point where we're tapping into investments made over the last 40 years to help pay benefits. Now, I think as everybody knows, in your own household, if you keep paying out more than you're taking in, and you do have some savings, and you dip into those savings every week or month, eventually they're going to run out.
Mr. Osborne shared measures that can be implemented to reduce the burden of cost.
Now, on the income side, contribution rate is the easiest one, right? Just raise the rate, more money comes in automatically. For investments, yes, they can invest more aggressively. They can invest in different things, but when you take more risk, you also run the risk of losing your money as well, right? So you must balance those two things. And where we reach now, where we're starting to reduce the assets, investment returns of even higher, 1-2% higher, won't make a big difference in the fund's outlook because of the strong demographic push and the age pension increases that we're seeing year over year.
While another consideration is government input, at what cost to the public?
The third option is government injections, right? Government giving Social Security an extra subvention every year, and so forth. But the question is, government money comes from where? Right? It comes from the people. It comes from taxpayers, which is you. So at the end of the day, whether we have a higher contribution rate or government subvention, it's still for the most part being paid for by workers and people who own property, people who buy in the grocery store, and so forth. Right? You pay whatever taxes we have in St. Kitts Nevis. That's not an option, really.
The actuary outlined options for reform measures, which include increases to the pension age, an increase in the number of contributing weeks, decreases in the amounts paid out until a certain age, or introduce progressive pensions. He explained that progressive pensions consider the average salaries of persons, and those who earned more over their careers receive a reduced rate in pension payouts, and those who earn less receive more. The theory is that people who earn more have more residual income to invest, save, and comfortably set themselves up for retirement, while those who earn less aren't able to attain such. And in other news, in a significant move towards fostering sustainable development in education, the Ministry of Education conducted a series of follow-up consultations with Daniel Abreu, consultant for UNESCO's Education for Sustainable Development, or ESD, as the ministry aims to implement an ESD strategy and action plan. The discussions included engagements with senior management, heads of department, school principals, youth representatives, and other stakeholders. Mr. Abreu is quoted as saying, St. Kitts and Nevis will become the first country in the Caribbean to have such a policy. At this moment, we are presenting the draft of this policy and strategy to make sure that we are capturing the most relevant actions, activities, and objectives to be achieved by St. Kitts and Nevis. And we believe the Federation can become a model and a pioneer country to motivate neighboring nations to follow through these paths of sustainable development. End quote. Michelle Rochester, principal, Newton Ground Primary School, shared her thoughts on an early start to the ESD. She said, quote, "There is no better way to achieve our ESDs but only through education. This must start from early childhood, primary school right up through tertiary education. Our children must be aware of what is happening because as a nation we are trying to develop and create blue and green economies, and for our students to reach such a state they must know about ESD. It is very positive for our nation because our children are benefactors of our economies." End quote. As the Ministry of Education moves forward with its ESD initiatives, the collaboration with UNESCO and experts marks a crucial step in ensuring that sustainable development becomes an integral part of the educational experience. After the break, Nevis Premier issues a special invitation to celebrate Culturama 50, and Newtown road fatality is under police investigation. Stay with us.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired. And it's all inspired by you.
Horseman's Value Mart IGA special.
Running June 13 to June 26.
Now our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Ocean Spray 100% cranberry juices, $14.99. Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, $11.49. Juicy Juice fruit juices, $13.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Pancakes and Waffles, $10.99. Essential Everyday Fries, $15.79. Suavitel fabric softener just $19.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Chef Boyardee canned and microwave pasta $6.99. Libby's canned vegetables $2.99. Essential everyday old-fashioned and quick oats $15.99. The Colgate toothpaste $6.99. White Rain shampoo and conditioner $4.99. Arm & Hammer liquid detergent $14.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline. Hey, I'm Cat from Third World. Nicholas Branker here.
I'm ZIZ Jackson.
You already know what it is, Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branker Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Ross, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itebulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small X Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running town again. Jump and
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Capleton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me, mama. While I check it out. Brand new man and next. Find my mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
Health-wise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
on your own, oh yeah. Build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own, your family, your home, build it with pride. National Bank is right here by your side. With every step, with every loan. National Bank helps you find your own, oh yeah. Build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own.
Thank you for staying with us. Premier of Nevis Honorable Mark Brantley has extended an invitation to nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis and tourists alike to join in the celebration of Culturama 50. The 2024 staging of the event will run from July 25th to August 6th. Premier Brantley issued the invitation via a video posted on social media on Tuesday, June 18th.
My name is Mark Brantley, Premier of Nevis. It gives me immense pleasure to invite each and every one of you to come home for Culturama. Come home to Nevis. Way back in 1974, a number of Nevisians got together and created this amazing cultural phenomenon called Culturama. This year in 2024, we celebrate 50 years. 50 years of mass, 50 years of folklore, 50 years of Culturama. We invite you to come home and be a part of it. As part of the celebrations this year, we're having a homecoming celebration. And we're inviting you, wherever you may be, whether you're in the United States or Canada, the United Kingdom, or someplace in the Caribbean, we invite you to come home to all Nevisians and Kittitians. Come home for Culturama 50. We are looking forward to seeing you. And for those who are here, we invite you to come out in your numbers to see, to enjoy, to eat, to have fun, and to experience all that Nevis has to offer. Remember, it's celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50.
Major events for Culturama include Miss Culture Swimwear and Mr. Cool Contest on July 28th, Mr. and Miss Talented Youth Pageant on July 30th, Socamanak on August 1st, Senior Kaiso Finals on August 2nd, Miss Culture Queen Pageant on August 4th, and Emancipation Juve Jump Up on August 5th. There are attractive prizes to be won for this year's Culturama, such as a scholarship to Monroe College for the Miss Culture Queen. Culturama 50 is being held with the slogan, Celebrating Culture, Embracing History, it's Culturama 50. And in other news, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force is actively investigating a tragic traffic incident that resulted in the untimely passing of James Morton of Monkey Hill, St. Peter's, St. Kitts. The incident took place on June 18th on George Street in Newtown, St. Kitts. Preliminary investigations revealed that Morton was struck by a vehicle while he was on George Street. Following the incident, he was rushed to the Joseph and France General Hospital by emergency medical services with severe head injuries, where he was warded at the intensive care unit in critical condition. Regrettably, he succumbed to his injuries on June 19th. At the scene of the accident, the driver of the vehicle involved was apprehended by law enforcement and is currently cooperating with authorities as part of the ongoing investigation. Updates on this case will be provided as necessary. If you possess any information regarding this tragic accident, we urge you to reach out to the nearest police station or submit anonymous tips to Crime Stoppers at 707. And amid growing concerns about environmental challenges from pollution, overfishing, and climate change, Alessandra Polo founded Blue Conscience, an NGO dedicated to preserving the natural environment through education and science. Our report takes you to Dieppe, where Blue Conscience, in collaboration with the Capistia Fishermen Cooperative, recently organized a beach cleanup. This initiative not only aimed to restore the beauty of the bay, but also to highlight the critical issue of overfishing, particularly of conch, and the broader importance of sustainable practices. Dion Baptiste Clark has more in this report.
St. Kitts and Nevis is a beautiful island paradise that boasts of pristine beaches and vibrant marine life. Sadly, the delicate balance of these ecosystems is under threat from pollution, overfishing, and climate change. Prompted by a perceived need for more widespread education about the importance of preserving the natural environment, Alessandra Polo started Blue Conscience, an NGO whose main focus is marine conservation, science, and education. She told ZIZ News that protecting the ocean and waterways is not just an environmental necessity, but it's also crucial for the health, economy, and cultural heritage of this two-island state.
The need for more marine conservation actions and efforts in St. Kitts, definitely, and then the wanting to actually bring some change to the island and give back to the island as well.
On Sunday, June 16th, Blue Conscience joined forces with the Capistia Fishermen's Cooperative to clean Dieppe Bay ahead of the fishing tournament scheduled for June 22nd. Kevin Bennett, who spoke on behalf of the cooperative, said partnerships with entities like Blue Conscience are critical to raising awareness about conservation and sustainability.
With these partnerships, we hope to educate, especially fishermen, about the importance of helping to conserve the marine environment and sustainability, because with the impacts of climate change, we realize that everybody recognizes that the catches are becoming less and less and less and so forth.
He said safeguarding these waters ensure the sustainability of the natural resources that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis depend on, while also preserving the breathtaking beauty that defines this Caribbean haven. This sentiment was endorsed by Shalana Gomez, Secretary of the Skelec Volts and Arms Sports and Social Club.
So we are here at Dieppe Bay this morning helping the community with a beach cleanup. This is some of the stuff that our sports club aim to do, to give back to communities around the island, not just in Central Bastia, because Skelec is centralized in town. So that's why we came out to Deep Bay, so we can give a helping hand and help the community.
Another critical element at the heart of the Deep Bay Beach Cleanup Initiative was shining a spotlight on the overfishing of conch here in the Federation.
At the moment, conch are being heavily fished from St. Kitts and Nevis, and we can tell that by the size of the conch shells. So if you have a look at the conch shells here, you can see on my left hand, relative small sized shells, okay, compared to this other one, which has of course, bigger size. Now, what the regulations, the current rules and regulations from the Department of Marine Resources is saying to fishermen is to that conch shells should be have a shell size which is longer than 18 centimeters, but they should also have a well-flared lip.
Overfishing conch has severe repercussions for both the environment and the local economy. As conch populations dwindle, the marine ecosystem loses a crucial species that plays a significant role in maintaining the health of seagrass beds and coral reefs. This decline disrupts the balance of the ecosystem, potentially leading to the overgrowth of algae and the degradation of habitats vital for other marine life. Economically, overfishing depletes a valuable resource that many local fishermen rely on for their livelihoods, ultimately reducing their income and threatening food security. According to Alessandra, these are just some of the reasons why it's important to promote and engage in sustainable fishing practices.
If we don't give time for the conch shells to actually reproduce, meaning if they're too small, they won't have enough time to reach maturation. So if we don't give enough time for conch shells to even reproduce, then the stocks, of course, of conch shell will go down. So it's important to even to really apply to the size limitations. Okay, for example, and so what we're doing today is we're actually collecting conch shells that have been left here and abandoned on the beach, pile them up together into more of an impactful monument, where we could also raise awareness to both fishermen community and local communities.
Blue Conscience is committed to educating children about the importance of marine conservation. According to the organization's founder, this almost guarantees that they too would grow to become ocean stewards. Alessandra believes that if each one teaches one, it's only a matter of time before all citizens and residents of the Federation know better and are thus inclined to do better. I am Dion Batiste Clark reporting for ZIZ News.
The Early Childhood Development Unit, or ECDU, hosted its annual Professional Development Day on Monday under the theme, Embrace Inclusion, Every Child Counts. The event aimed to empower educators with the latest strategies and insights to foster an inclusive learning environment for all children. Director of the Early Childhood Development Unit, Ms. Kimona Brown, welcomed the workers to the event and highlighted the theme for this year's Child Month observance.
Today, we have the privilege of learning from a group of esteemed presenters who will share their insights, tips, and strategies on how to embrace inclusion in our daily practices. They bring a wealth of knowledge and experience that will surely inspire and equip us with the tools we need to foster an inclusive environment. I encourage you to engage actively, ask questions, and share your own experiences during the session. This is an opportunity for us to learn from each other and to build a stronger, more inclusive community.
The annual Professional Development Day reinforced ECDU's mission to provide all children with an inclusive, supportive, and enriching educational experience. And coming up in regional news, Antigua and Barbuda makes offer to host OAS General Assembly. The details when we come back.
Are you ready to make your pipe dreams a reality? It's time to dive into savings at Hortford's Building and Nevis Centers with our Pipe Dreams Plumbing Sale. For the entire month of June, enjoy an incredible 25% off on all plumbing items. Yes, you heard right, 25% off. faucets, sinks, pipes, and more. Don't let your dreams stay on hold any longer. Upgrade your home with top quality plumbing products at unbeatable prices. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or a seasoned contractor, now is the time to turn your pipe dreams into reality. Visit Hortford's Building and Neva Centers today. But hurry, this dreamy offer ends with June. Make the most of your home improvement aspirations with our Pipe Dreams Plumbing Sale. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline. Hey, I'm Cat from Third World. Nicholas Branker here.
I'm Freddie Jackson.
You already know what it is. Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branker Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Ross, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itabulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small Axe Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running town again.
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Cableton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me the mama, why I check it out? Brand new man and next, find my mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
On the regional scene, Antigua and Barbuda is making an offer to host the 55th regular session of the OAS's General Assembly in June 2025. Here's more in this report.
Sir Ronald Sanders making a formal offer to the Permanent Council of the Organization of American States that is set to again place Antigua and Barbuda into the international spotlight.
I have the great honor, on behalf of Prime Minister Garston Brown and the government of Antigua and Barbuda, to extend an offer to host the 55th regular session of the General Assembly of the Organization of American States in June 2025.
The Organization of American States is a hemispheric umbrella grouping for 34 states, stretching from Canada in the north to Chile in the south.
We make this offer because Antigua and Barbuda deeply cherishes the Organization of American States and the foundational principles outlined in its charter.
There was a video to accompany Sir Ronald's presentation, rich with the country's allure as a preeminent tourism destination in the region. The country's appeal as a tourism destination was not lost on the chairman of the Permanent Council, Chet Namor.
Thank you kindly, Sir Ronald, for your presentation and especially for the video. I'm not certain that I would make the plenary, but I will certainly make the other features, the beach and the boats and the others. We extend our deepest appreciation to the